guys, and welcome to this week's episode. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed like an Eskimo. It's bloody cold. We're in southern WA still. It's October and it's barely 15 degrees. It's time to lift your game, WA. Enough's enough. We continue to explore around Albany before we make our way to Bremer Bay. A couple of little whoopsies along the way with the van, and yeah, we try to lift the morale with a bit of mama juice. Welcome to Parker Up Travel, and thanks for watching.
So we're just trying to find a little pullover bay up here. A couple of days ago, Erin noticed a little crack in the sidewall of the rear left caravan tyre.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. A first little tyre issue for the trip.
Yeah, which is it's a split.
Yeah.
So it's 9:15. We can't check in till 12 at this caravan, Tasman caravan park we're going to, which is only 10 minutes up the road.
Which has a jumping pillow in the park.
It does have a jumping pillow. So we're just going to attempt to try and do this on the side of the road somewhere. Our bottle jack doesn't work, so I've got to try and fix that. But we're just going to try and prop the van up on some ramps, try and get this wheel off the ground, see how it goes. Otherwise we're just going to have to nurse it up to the caravan park and then buy a new bottle jack, or attempt to fix the one we've got. So
Yeah,
wish us luck.
Wish us luck.
Yeah.
Yep. We might need it. So we've managed to find a park with a playground to keep the kids entertained while we concentrate on changing this tyre. We've managed to get it up off the ground. It's probably not the safest thing to do with the ramps, but it's connected, it's hooked up to the car still, so what could go wrong? Look at that! Woohoo!
Dust. Let's see if I can use the tool they gave us. Get it off. Yep.
Look, still got Carragini dirt in there.
Somehow got in there.
The gift that keeps on giving. Go on, muscles.
Where is it? Down here. Right there. It's only small, but that could just blow out any big bounce.
That's why I get so nervous when I see single axle caravans. Because if you lose one tyre on the road, it could lead to a very nasty accident.
Alright. One tyre done. Just going to loosely put these on. I say loose, like tight. And drop the wheel back on the ground and give them a good yoink. And that should be it. Oh, I've got to swap the tyre pressure on the rover too. Get that one. Swap the caps over.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a Sunday. I don't think I've ordered pizza like this since my early 20s, when you did silly things on weekends and needed a pizza to make you feel a bit better. So pizza for brunch, then we'll hit the road again to the Tasman holiday park.
Ooh,
Pizza.
look at this, that was quick.
Yeah. Here you go, boys.
Thanks.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you, Mommy, again, my pizza.
Oh, that's all right, Noah. Yummy. Hey guys, don't be as stupid as me. I'll show you what I've done. I put my wedding band and engagement ring just there to bathe Noah. And we left yesterday and I forgot to get them. And they have fallen behind there and nowhere to be seen. So Josh has to pull the whole thing out in the hope that they're sitting at the bottom here. Talk about a blonde moment. I'm devastated. I was so upset yesterday, but hopefully we can get them back. We've just made it to the Tasman Caravan Park here in Albany. I've got my little granny blankie, a cuppa settling in nicely. Just had a long shower because check out where the ladies' bathroom is. Whereas I forgot to mention last week, we stayed at the Big Four at Denmark and we stayed in the big rig sites. They were great. However, they were about 250 metres away from the toilet blocks. So therefore we ended up just off-grid camping but on a powered site. So if you're staying at Denmark, Big Four, yes, you get the biggest sites, but it's a long trot to the loos. So I guess if you want to be squished in like sardines, by all means go and stay a bit closer. But I just feel they've got 260 campsites there and there's only one block of toilets. It's just not enough, especially during school holidays. So that was a bit of a bummer last week. But anyway, we've made it to Tasman. We're staying here for 2 nights and then we're moving on to the Big Four Emu Beach before we make our way to Bremer Bay. Just made it to the National Anzac Centre here in Albany. If you want to immerse yourself in some rich history about the war, there is a museum. It's about $25 per person. If not, there is also plenty to look at outside as well. So we're going to take a look around. We didn't think $25 per person was let's just say not ideal when you've got children. Like if we're by ourselves, sure, but when you got kids, it's probably best if we just keep them outside and take a look around and learn a bit about the history outside.
So the fortress was built to defend the harbour here in Albany, as it was a port used to assemble all the troop ships which left for the Boer War, I think in 1899 to 1902, I think, and also World War One. So all the ships left from here to go to France, and yeah, it was also a refuelling depot as well. So yeah, quite a bit of history around here, which is pretty interesting. This concrete structure was built in 1942 as part of Albany's fortress defences during the Second World War.
History lessons with Josh Parker today.
Yeah. And also, so it housed the range-finding equipment for the guns and coordinated firing of the guns and the searchlights located along the shoreline. There you go.
There you go.
Whoa! That goes downstairs.
something touristy, someone has always got something to say. Whether no one needs to be carried, Locke has a whinge because he's thirsty, hungry, needs to do a poo.
I don't.
Oh, you don't this time. Josh moans and groans about something, and so do I. Anyway, the joys of trying to do touristy things. That's the reality of it. Someone's always moaning and groaning about something. You want a daddle?
Yeah. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
You little whinger. See what I mean? Little whinger. I'm hungry. So we're on a trail walk. Josh grabbed a map at reception and he still managed to get us lost. So we've gone the long way, which just adds to the whinging. Hey, Locke.
Yeah. It hurts my legs.
Thanks for getting us lost.
Well, if I didn't have to have this guy on my shoulders, I might have been able to get the map.
No excuses. Welcome back to Mama's Juice. Now last week it was a dismal attempt at trying to make mulled wine. Let's just face it, it tasted like mould, literally. So this week I'm keeping it simple. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the kids want to go out for another play. I can't be bothered going with them, but the only thing that's going to get me there is a Mama Juice. Sneaky one. So I've got some passion fruit soft drink. You're naked. Take a little bit out. Then simply add a little bit of Bombay gin. You most likely spill it around the rim like I do, about that. And to be really fancy, I've cut up some really small pieces of lime. So I'm just going to shove that in there to give it a bit of zest. Try not to cut yourself in the process. There you have it, a passion fruit gin and lime drink. I'm going to call it Playground Saviour. Cheers. Cheers. We have left the Tasman Caravan Park and we've parked her up here at Emu Point, waiting to check in to the Big Four. I rang up and I said, any chance of an early check-in? And they said, no, your site won't be ready until around 1 o'clock. You will get a text message. Now I'm curious, why can't caravan sites do early check-ins? We park her up on a piece of grass and what do they need to do? Mow it, sprinkle rose petals all over it and fluff up our pillows? I don't know. Anyway, with all respect to the workers at caravan parks, they do an amazing job, but I'm just curious as to why you can't have an early check-in. Comment below and let us know. We've just made it to the Big Four Emu Beach here. Beautiful, beautiful spot. However, the weather hasn't been very kind to us. It's freezing, so We have been in the van a lot. We're here for 3 nights. This place actually reminds me of Emu Beach Big 4, but on a smaller scale. There is so much to do for the kids here. There's a water park, if you're game this time of year to go in and explore that. There's jumping pillows, mini golf, there's a theatre, there's a lounge for the parents to make a cuppa while they watch their kids explore the playgrounds. It's a really, really cool spot. So after here, we will be making our way to Chains Beach, another powered site, and then we're trudging on to Bremer Bay. Very, very excited. We're heading east, which means one step closer to home, and I'm super, super excited about it. What are you doing there?
Try and find your bloody rings.
Hired a tradie today. He's cheap.
Mum.
Oh, how are we going to do this? I might just try and whip it out like that. There's always silicone here though. I've taken everything out of the cupboard. Absolute mess. What we're dealing with. They're in behind this. Screwed in with a screw there. Silicone. Screw there.
Yes.
Silicone. And if need be, I'm going to have to take that screw and that screw. Well, it probably won't work because that's screwed in there and sitting on there, so hopefully this can just sort of lift up or tilt out somehow. We'll see.
When I stupidly lost my rings, I checked underneath the van to see if there are any holes, to see if they may have fallen out somewhere. There weren't, but I'm still nervous because the rings may or may not be insured. Whoops. Ew. Did you find them?
I can't see them.
Oh no.
Big hole at the back.
Oh, yay! Learned my lesson. I'm not doing that again. Exploring Emu Beach. I know I said a few episodes ago, maybe 2 or 3 months, that I can't wait to experience colder climates because being from Queensland it's always warm, but it's almost mid-October and it's barely 15 degrees. Enough's enough. Get me to the bloody red sand, 40-degree temps, complaining that it's too hot. But now I'm complaining that it's too cold. You can't win. But surely the temp could just go up by at least 10 degrees would be nice. But anyway, it's a beautiful spot. Plenty of seaweed. Enjoying our time here before we hit the road again in a couple of nights down to Bremer Bay. Well guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've liked this episode, please give us a like and a comment. That would mean a lot. Noah's saying goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Next week, we will be coming to you from Chains Beach and Bremer Bay. But for now, when it comes to travelling, don't think about it. Just bloody do it. See you later.
Bye-bye.
So we're here at the National Anzac Centre, and specifically the Princess Royal Fortress, and it's it was a stop on trying to read it.
History lesson with Josh.
Hang on.